Hello, and welcome all you blues music fans, lovers, and die-hard connoisseurs. I'm GeminiiDRAGON, your host for what I hope will become a magical journey that you and I share. As we delve into the brief biographical history of some of blues music's greatest founders, legends, and innovators, I hope to spread some knowledge and historical bullet points of some of our country's most cherished and prized blues music icons. Today, we celebrate the original soul sister, the godmother of rock and roll, Rosetta Tharpe. Music is a national treasure of American ingenuity and hard work. It's a music made from the struggles of African American life in a time of turmoil, along with racial and societal differences. And who better to start this Blues Briefs journey off than with Rosetta Tharpe.
Rosetta Newman, better known as Sister Rosetta Tharpe, was born on March 20th, 1915, in Cotton Plant, Arkansas. At an early age, she was encouraged to express her rhythmic musical expression and dancing in praise. She grew up in an environment that allowed women to sing and teach in church. Influenced by her mother, Tharpe began singing and playing the guitar as little Rosetta Newman at the age of 4, and was cited as a musical prodigy. About 1921, at age 6, Tharpe had joined her mother as a regular performer in a traveling evangelical troupe, billed as a singing and guitar-playing miracle. She accompanied her mother in performances that were part sermon and part gospel concert. In 1938, she moved with her mother to New York City. During this time, masculinity was directly linked to guitar skills. Tharpe was often offered the compliment that she could play like a man, demonstrating her skills at guitar battles at the Apollo. In 1934, at age 19, Tharpe would travel with her mother on many tours around the South. On October 31st, 1938, at age 23, Tharpe recorded for the first time "Rock Me," "That's All," "My Man and I," and "The Lonesome Road" were instant hits, establishing Tharpe as an overnight sensation. "Rock Me" influenced many rock and roll singers, such as Elvis Presley, Little Richard, and Jerry Lee Lewis. Tharpe's appearances with Cab Calloway at Harlem's Cotton Club in October of 1938, and in John Hammond's Spirituals to Swing concert at Carnegie Hall on December 23, 1938, gained her more fame along with notoriety. In 1942, the music critic Maury Oredinker, describing Tharpe's "Rock Me," wrote, "Its sister Rosetta Tharpe for the rock and roll spiritual singing. Tharpe developed considerable fame as a musical prodigy, standing out in an era when prominent black female guitarists were rare. Tharpe was a pioneer in her guitar technique. She was among the first popular recording artists to use heavy distortion on her electric guitar, presaging the rise of electric blues. Her guitar playing technique had a profound influence on the development of British blues in the 1960s. In particular, a European tour with Muddy Waters in 1964, with a stop in Manchester on May 7th, is cited by prominent British guitarists such as Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Keith Richards. In April and May 1964, Tharpe toured Europe as part of the Blues and Gospel Caravan alongside Muddy Waters and Otis Spann. Tharpe's guitar style blended melody-driven urban blues with traditional folk arrangements and incorporated a pulsating swing that was a precursor of rock and roll. A National Public Radio article commented in 2017 that rock and roll was bred between the church and the nightclubs in the soul of a black woman in the 1940s named Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Little Richard referred to the stomping, shouting, gospel music performers as his favorite singer when he was a child. Other musicians, including Aretha Franklin, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Isaac Hayes, have identified her singing, guitar playing, and showmanship as an important influence on them. Even Tina Turner credits Tharpe, along with Mahalia Jackson, as an early musical influence. Such diverse performers as Meatloaf, Neil Sedaka, and Karen Carpenter have attested to the influence of Tharpe in the rhythmic energy she emanated in her performances. Carpenter's drum fills are especially reminiscent of Tharpe's Charlton Chug. On October 9, 1973, Sister Rosetta Tharpe died in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, of natural causes. In 2007, she was inducted posthumously into the Blues Hall of Fame. December 13, 2017, she was elected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as an early influence. In 2017, National Public Radio wrote about the artist's career and concluded with these comments. Tharpe was a gospel singer at heart who became a celebrity by forging a new path musically. Through her unforgettable voice and gospel swing crossover style, Tharpe influenced a generation of musicians, including Aretha Franklin, Chuck Berry, and countless others. She was and is an unmatched artist.
In 2017, National Public Radio wrote about the artist's career and concluded with these comments. Tharpe was a gospel singer at heart who became a celebrity by forging a new path musically. Through her unforgettable voice and gospel swing crossover style, Tharpe influenced a generation of musicians, including Aretha Franklin, Chuck Berry, and countless others. She was and is an unmatched artist. I'm GeminiiDRAGON. This is Blues Briefs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all